Gale Eugene Sayers is an American former professional football player who earned acclaim both as a halfback and return specialist in the National Football League. In a brief but highly productive NFL career, Sayers spent 7 seasons with the Chicago Bears from 1965 to 1971. Though multiple injuries effectively limited him in 5 seasons of play, he was known for his elusiveness and agility and was regarded by his peers as one of the most difficult players to tackle. Nicknamed the Kansas Comet, Sayers played college football for the Kansas Jayhawk football team of the University of Kansas, where he compiled 4,020 all-purpose yards over 3 seasons and was twice recognized as a consensus All-American. In his rookie NFL season, he set a league record by scoring 22 touchdowns, including a record-tying 6 in one game, and gained 2,272 all-purpose yards en route to being named the NFL's Rookie of the Year. He continued his production through his first 5 seasons, earning 4 Pro Bowl appearances and 5 first-team All-Pro selections. A right knee injury forced Sayers to miss the final 5 games of the 1968 season, but he returned in 1969 to lead the NFL in rush yards and be named the NFL Comeback Player of the Year. An injury to his left knee in the 1970 preseason, as well as subsequent injuries, kept him sidelined for most of his final 2 seasons.
BBN Jack Frost. BBN Jack Frost. What's up, party people? How's everybody doing today? I hope everybody had a beautiful day. Real quick, I had the strangest, wildest. Well, was it the strangest, wildest day? Okay, so I'm gonna explain the situation to y'all real quick, right? I don't want to tell y'all exactly what happened because a lot of times I be telling people about situations. Sometimes people think I got hard feelings towards the other people that's in the situations with me. When sometimes that's not just it. It's just that sometimes I think shit is weird, funny, and we should be discussed. So let me tell y'all about this real quick, and then we're gonna get right into the show. So, I can't explain the situation, but let's just say, have you ever been in one of those situations where you didn't do anything wrong, but a chain of events happened that made it so that somebody else was upset and they blamed you, but you didn't do anything wrong, but you're not mad at them blaming you because of the other, you understand what I'm saying? Like that type of shit. Like it was just really but everything worked out, so salute to that. Um Also, if you haven't already figured this out, real quick before we get into the actual show, if you haven't already been figuring this out, I've been working a lot trying to figure out new different formats to bring the videos in. Um just so you can know, I'm gonna turn the volume down on this so you can hear me. But just so you know, that's what all of this is about. Um, that's what all of this is about. This is me. Some of the stuff that I've been working on. Um, Before the end of the Black History Month, we're gonna put out a couple of more concisely put together videos in order to honor some of the people, some of our Black history, what people no, some people on it in Black history. So I just want to let y'all know that the other day I was somewhere, right? I'm gonna tell you some funny shit, but this is just goes to tell you like people don't always react to shit the way that you reacted. So I was somewhere and somebody thought that I can't even tell you the story. Fuck it. Anyway, salute to everybody. First thing I want to do is give a shout out to everybody that donated to the morning coffee. I wasn't able to fix the regular headings and everything for morning coffee because, like I said, I had a situation that I had to deal with today, as everybody already know. For people that don't know, I do freelance stuff on the side. So sometimes when I'm not making videos, it's because I'm just literally not in my house or I'm working remotely. I do freelance stuff on the side for people. Um, a couple of different things. So just for everybody that don't know. So whenever you see me go through a month or so and I'm not able to like throw out a lot of videos, it's because I'm contracted to do something at that time. So I just want to let y'all know so nobody don't think I'm over here. I'm not going nowhere. I'm not going nowhere. But at the end of the day, I do have to branch out and try to grow my brand personally. And I'm gonna tell you some funny shit. Okay, so this I could tell y'all. So there's some people that I work with. So they saw that I knew somebody. So I'm gonna tell you how funny it is. They saw that I knew somebody. So I contacted the person and I just put out a feel up because they was thinking that it's a possibility that that person could get involved in something. So I put out a feel up, but obviously the apparently the person ain't feeling me. So shout out to that. Ain't my business anyway. We got somebody else for the project, so it ain't even my business anyway. Um, so let's give a shout out to everybody who donated to the super chat this morning. Definitely appreciate y'all guys. Y'all guys are all the best. Shout out to James S with the $5 drop. He said it's gonna be fire. Shout out to both of them. I have no idea what that comment was about. Shout out to Bree. She said it had nothing to do with the petty wars. And then right after she wrote that, William said he's being petty. Shout out to Rio Martinez. He said going down 3 cents petty. Shout out to that. So I just want to let y'all know like this stuff going on is just I gotta do other stuff. I'll explain real quick. A couple of months back we had a problem with another YouTube channel, and because of that problem and because of how my channel started getting hit, I just started contracting myself out. So um just so you know. So that's what's happening. I don't know why other YouTube, yo, that's another thing I don't understand. some of you dudes that do YouTube for a living, why don't y'all contract yourselves out to like help other YouTube channels and just help other like you doing YouTube? There's people that's trying to, you could contract yourself out. You know what I'm saying? Like you could literally do that. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Your pockets is not my business. Shout out to Monica Kendra Whitehead. How you doing tonight, baby girl? She says, "Hey, everybody. What up, DTSN?" I remember the comment. He said something about something, but then he erased it. So shout out to that. What up, Shy Murder? How you doing, Rude Jones? Salute. What up, DSTN? Once again, he says, "What up, BBN family and Fro? Sorry I missed earlier. Something about a sinus infection." And then he mixed it with E&J, and he mixed that with some Mucinex. So I'm not sure what was going on with you, but I'm very happy that you're here right now, and I hope you feel a lot better. And what up, J Mill? J Mill says, anyone see the video of the battle rapper T-Rex? I do not know what happened. Tell me what happened, or send me the video on IG, and we could probably talk about it. What up, Noble T Patterson Bay? He says, Force BB, what's up? What's popping? Chilling, my dude. What up, J Mill? I already said what up, J Mill. He said, "That's crazy. Ain't no man pouring a shot in my mouth." I agree with you. Ain't no man pouring shit in my mouth. That's a whole fact. I better have no arms, no legs, be tied up, be in jail. It's something like, not jail like that. That sounded wrong. I mean, like, when you ever see those movies and people getting tortured and they like got them like strapped down and it's like you dying and shit, sitting in the sun and somebody got to come pour you the water or you're going to freaking dehydrate or some shit. That's what I'm saying. I just visualized it and said it the easiest way instead of actually explaining what I meant. Um, what up, Big June? How you doing? What up, Sule? Sule said, "What's up, BB and family? Positive vibes. Love y'all." Who else we got up here? Brian Lockett. He says, "I guess those is Snowman and Frost," and he says in Midwest. Oh, Frost man. Um, anyway, so let's get to it. For everybody that don't know, Xxxtentacion had a really good friend of his named Tankhead. Tankhead is from the region that Xxxtentacion is from, and they both were doing music. Obviously, Tankhead was not as popular as Xxxtentacion, and for everybody that don't know, Tankhead has been arrested. He's been arrested for two reasons. He's been arrested for an actual murder, and he's been arrested for attempted murder. Now I'm gonna explain the situation to y'all, but before I actually start explaining that particular wild situation in itself, um, something I wanted to point out to y'all real quick. Oh, I took those. Those are some nice shots. That's a good idea. Something I wanted to talk about real quick before we get into the whole conversation. Yo, check this out. What in the hell is these rappers? Shout out to DJ Vlad. I hope Vlad don't send me another. That other dude is how I got the copyright strike. Some dude did a copyright strike against a Vlad video. He ain't even Vlad. Yo, what the hell? Shout out to DJ Vlad. What the hell? Update: Young Dolph kicking man off stage for twerking, and it was a planned bit. How in the hell? What in the hell? I'm going to give me 1 second. We're gonna discuss this Rue Jones, and then I'm gonna talk about the new cough thing real quick. Yo, what in the hell is going on? I'm trying to tell y'all better pay attention, yo. They got these rappers pushing everything. How does this dude, first of all, if I don't care what I'm doing, you can't tell me, yo, we're gonna do a prank. A dude is gonna come up on stage and he gonna twerk. Like, what? What stage are you talking about? The one that I'm on? We're not doing that. That's just not happening. I'm keeping the whole stack. So, I don't know what's going on. I don't even know where he was at. So, what water are you talking about? The rainwater? We don't know where this guy's at. I don't know where it's at. It just says Young Dolph kicks man off stage for twerking, and they planned it. Nah, we're not doing that. First of all, I'm gonna tell you a couple of things. This is another reason why I do not want to be known as somebody who makes fun of certain communities, right? I'm gonna explain to you why. Because me being a black man, I think that I this is just my opinion. I think that black men in general, more than anybody else on this planet, need to stick to whatever their line is. Whatever their line is. I think more than anyone else on the planet. I think more than anything else more than any other demographic on the planet, black men need to stick to their line. because we always move in that line to make other people happy. The second most people that need to stick to that line is black women. That's my opinion, though. I might be biased. I might be biased, but I think that black men and then black women, more than anyone else, needs to stick to their line. There's a couple of reasons why I would not allow for that to happen. One, I wouldn't allow for that to happen because we're not doing this. I'm not getting into the argument with the LGBTQ community because some dude came up on the stage, start twerking, I threw him off, and now the next thing you want to say is I'm homophobic. We're not doing that. That shit is not part of my act. The only people that's supposed to be on the stage is the people that's part of my act. We're not doing that. So I would have not have did that anyway. That sounds like bad business to me. But that's me. I mean, do whatever you want to do. The second reason why I'm just not doing it at all is because I don't. That's kind of clickbaity. You understand what I'm saying? Like that's really clickbaity. He literally clickbaited. He did something that was fake to try to bring all the attention to him so he could act like it's real. That's kind of clickbaity. So that just goes against almost everything that I'm talking about. Also, I want to let everybody know about these two athletes before we get started. I want everybody to know about these two guys that consider themselves athletes. They are currently being accused. Oh, this is a screenshot. They're currently being accused of raping a some female, I guess, at Ohio State. Those are actually two football players. They've been arrested and they've been charged. I don't know enough about the situation to be able to tell you too much currently. But the school got rid of them ASAP. So whenever you see the school move quick like that, that's not a good look. I don't know what to tell you. The school moved ASAP. School ain't playing with it. They already kicked off the team, kicked out the school. They might be trying to get them deported out the state. They moving them dudes. I want to tell you about something else before we go. Oh yeah, I came across this. I do not know how accurate this is. Well, hold on. Let's stop for a second while we talking about college rape. There's a couple of things I want to say first, and this is one thing that I want to say. What up, Evil Eyes? This is what's up, Liberty Hazelton. This is one thing that I want to say, and specifically, there's a rape culture going on in many colleges. All right, so we need to be extremely vigilant. There's a rape culture going on in many colleges, and a lot of this rape culture is spurred on by the athletic community in these colleges. A lot of times people think this rape culture is totally with like fraternities or but no, a lot of these athletic organizations inside of the colleges are being accused of rape. That's what I'll say. There's the accusations against them, you know. So please, let's be a little bit vigilant. Let's be understanding. I didn't go away to college, right? But I know a crap load of females that went away to college, and when they was on the block, they never left the block. You understand what I'm saying? I knew a ton of females. I know, well, a ton. I don't know, maybe about 15 females that, yeah, that went away to college, right? But before they went away to college, they never left the block. They have no street smarts at all. They never left the block. A lot of them was coddled. I know a couple of females that went away to college. They never came outside except for on the weekends in summer. So the point being is that when we see our sisters out here at these colleges with us, let's just females in general, not just our sisters, but females in general, let's keep an eye out to make sure that nothing happens to them. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's let's look out for people who might not know that people are trying to do them wrong. You understand what I'm saying? Let's look out for them. So I did want to say that, and that's one of the main reasons why I wanted to talk about the this particular case in the first place. But I just want to bring it up real quick. But yeah, that, you understand what I'm saying? Because we got females that's going to college. I'm telling you right now, and they just I could think of 3 females right now at the top of my head, just randomly, just thinking that I know went away to college. And one of them didn't even just go away to college. That I know she went away to school. For like her last year of high school or some shit. She went to like some special school in like New Jersey or some shit. I don't know, some weird shit. Like who goes away for high school on a some in a final? I don't know. I think she was like super smart though. Anyway, she never came outside. Like she came outside, but she never went nowhere. Her all her little friends, I think like 2 or 3 of them went to college. One of them actually, I think, became a model or something. Like, but if she did become a model, she wasted those looks. Like she was tall, skinny, and pretty as shit. Coincidentally, I used to date her, so shout out to that. Um, I'm not gonna blow her up though, because if I say her name and then like I'm not gonna blow her up. But yeah, I used to date her. No, those don't be the freaks. Those be the people that get turned out because they ain't never been nowhere. They ain't never did anything, so they don't know. You know what I'm saying? But the point being is, let's not allow for our just women just in general to be getting raped and everything like that at these colleges because they're away from home and everybody they know is somewhere else. You understand what I'm saying? So I just want to say that. Anyway, let's move on. So I seen somebody put this up. I do not know how accurate this is. Definitely, let's be mindful, DSCN. That's a whole fact. Yo, I don't know how accurate this is. I want y'all to see this shit right. And this, does that leg look like it's bent backwards? Why does that look like that person's leg is broke to me? Anyway, it says U.S. citizens have the right to resist an unlawful arrest. Citizens may resist unlawful arrest to a point of taking an arresting officer's life if necessary. An illegal arrest is an assault and battery. The person attempted to be restrained of their liberty has the same right to use force in defending himself as he would in repelling any other assault or battery. I do not know how accurate this is. Do we got anybody that could put me up on game? How accurate is this? Is this bullshit? I want to know if this is bullshit. And is her leg broke? Or his? I think that's a her. I mean, I can't tell. I guess I'm just looking at the shoes. But is her leg broke? Is her leg broke? That sounds like a setup, right? That's crazy. Look, I want y'all to see who put it up on IG real quick. Whoever this is, put it up on IG. Message that person, say, yo, what the fuck are you talking about? Where that law at? Please, somebody tell us that law. That might be somebody trying to get people killed or something. I don't know. Or they just might be incorrect and don't know no better. Maybe that's for Canada. I don't know. Maybe that's a Canadian law. This is crazy. First of all, I'm doing the very opposite of resisting arrest, period. Because the thing about it is, once you resist arrest, you've committed a crime. So even if whatever the other thing was, you didn't do, it don't matter because you resisted arrest. So even if they found out you didn't do the other thing, you still resisted arrest, which is a crime. So I don't know about this, but that shit is crazy. Stop paying attention to people, man. Sometimes you gotta play the fool to find the fool. If you resist arrest, that is a crime in itself. You understand what I'm saying? So even if they like, yo, you stole something from the store, and they like, hey, we're gonna arrest you. So they come over to arrest you, and then they be like, hey, you know what? He didn't actually. Oh, they come over to arrest you, and you say, hey, you're not arresting me. Get off of me, guys. And then those guys say, no, we're not getting off of you. We're going to be taking you in. And then you resist. And then they're like, hey, now you're under arrest for resisting. And then the guy comes out the store and he says, oh, that thing I thought he stole, he didn't steal it. So now, they're like, oh, you gonna handcuff me, officer? And the officer's gonna say no. You gonna ask him why. He's gonna say you just resisted arrest. That other thing don't matter no more. Oh, and this I was gonna do a video. Okay. Oh, also, all of these things that I'm showing y'all, I was gonna do videos on. Quick question: do y'all think I should have did videos, or I couldn't have did it today because I was out? But all of these things that I'm showing y'all is stuff I was gonna do videos on. By the way, did y'all hear about this one? Oh, the way I said it. The business said that was the nicest exchange of words. Oh, the way that I said it. And you have to prove yourself in court. That's a whole fact. Nah, that's not even worth the hassle. To be honest with you. Anyway, so these dudes right here was like pretending to be Wu-Tang Clan. I don't know how that worked out for them. Actually, I guess I do know how it worked out for them. They on the hook for 100K. The fuck are you talking about? First of all, this is the first thing. If as known as the Wu-Tang Clan is, if these guys right here could trick you into thinking that they're part of the Wu-Tang Clan, you probably, I don't know what to tell you. Look at these. Which members are they supposed to be? I don't know what's going on here. Anyway, um, one more thing, and then we're gonna get on to the YNW Melly. Preaching hate when he said. He says, "I'm not gonna let the wolf eat me anymore. If the wolf comes in here." I hate that. Okay, hold on. This shit is just pissing me off. It's just not letting me. Hold on. Got it over here, right? It does not. What the fuck? Why is the volume off every time? What the fuck? Part of my language. Oh, and this is the other thing I wanted to show y'all. I was gonna do stories on this stuff. Florida teacher arrested for trying to buy an 8-ball of meth at the school. Hold on. Hold on. Let me try to fix this camera. Hold on. Stop everything. How the teacher trying to buy 8-ball at school though? What up, B? What up, James? James S. How the teacher, was that in Florida? It had to be in Florida. I don't even know why I looked down to check. How the teacher trying to buy an 8-ball at school though? What the, where is the, how? At school? You do not, the business is correct. If you thought those other guys was Wu-Tang Clan members, you don't know what Wu-Tang is. She bugging. I want to know how they didn't already figure she was on meth. Hold on. I want to know how her co-workers allow for her to go teach. I want to know, oh shit, you know who she looks like? It ain't her, but she looks like somebody who used to be in this community. It ain't her though. I don't think she has a drug problem. Anyway, yeah, that shit is crazy. Like, how she trying to buy 8-ball at school though? She tried to buy it from the science teacher. When you talk about who's selling it, we all watched that TV show Breaking Bad. Dude tried to sell me grass in the hospital last night. I ain't putting nothing past nobody. That's a whole fact though. That's crazy. She was trying to buy meth at school. I'm not even talking about the fact she on meth, period. I'm just saying she trying to buy the shit at school. Who go to their job to buy drugs? What the fuck? And I can see if you're going to your job to buy weed, right? You know, people don't really take weed that serious no more. But who the hell go to their job to go buy meth? Who wake up in the morning like, yo, gotta go to work, and then you get to work, and the first thing you doing is trying to find out where the guy that sells the meth is. What in the hell? Shout out to who sent this to me? I don't want to say your IG name. Can I say your IG name? Oh, it wasn't her first time. They had a whole knock lined up. She come to the door. Everybody had a whole knock. Everybody had a whole knock lined up. They were like, she go stand outside the window. She like, who got those and shit. Then they throw the drugs down from like 2 floors up and shit. I don't know what she was doing. The hell? I hate the fact it's not letting me turn it down.
Preaching hate when he says, I'm not going to let the wolf eat me anymore. If the wolf comes in here, next time he comes in here, I'll do whatever I have to do to keep him off my back. Is the sheep violent or is the wolf the violent one? He wasn't teaching hate. He was teaching common sense. You know, somebody's knocking you over the head, stop them. Do whatever you have to do to stop them. You know, the ones that were knocking him over the head were afraid of the fact that he might swing back. So they said, no, he's teaching hate. He's violent. Is the sheep preaching hate when he says, I'm not going to let the wolf eat me anymore? If the wolf comes in here, next time he comes in here, I'll do whatever I have to do to keep him off my back. Is the sheep violent or is the wolf the violent one? He wasn't teaching hate. He was teaching common sense. You know, somebody's knocking you over the head, stop them. Do whatever you have to do to stop them. You know, the ones that were knocking him over the head were afraid of the fact that he might swing back. So they said, no, he's teaching hate. He's violent.
I just want to let y'all hear that. That was just so many jewels. I can't even explain to y'all how many jewels that was. If you don't know how many jewels that was, you just don't know. That was mad jewels right there. Anyway, we're gonna talk about this Tankhead situation. Took us a whole half an hour to get to this shit. For everybody that don't know, Tankhead is Xxxtentacion's friend. Xxxtentacion was a rapper who was murdered recently, a couple of years ago, as he was going to a dealership or something. When I first heard about this story, somebody tried to tell me that they see, this is why when somebody brings a story to me, I rarely ever like, they'll tell me something, but I'm gonna go do my own looking into it, period. You know what I'm saying? So you can tell me something, but I'm gonna look into it myself. That's just what I'm gonna do. Me. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm gonna tell y'all what I found. I'm gonna tell y'all what I found on the particular story in question. There are a lot of there is a narrative out there that isn't necessarily the narrative that I have, but there's definitely a narrative out there. Um, and okay, so I just tell you because I don't know if I should tell you or not, because I don't know if the person was just bullshitting when they told me this. But there's a narrative out there that the dude that got one of the dudes that got killed, that the person that got killed had something, was a manager of Xxxtentacion and could have possibly had something to do with Xxxtentacion's murder. But I know, what up, Bree? Bree's in the house. But I know for a fact that that's not why the guy was killed. So I'm gonna tell you how the story goes. So apparently there's this guy named Jose, like literally that's what the dude's name is. I'm not even joking. Hold on, let me find it. This shit is retarded. The guy's name is Jose, and then he has a middle name, and then they call him Jose again. So shout out to that shit. He goes with Tankhead because they're going to go, well, not just Tankhead, but there was a couple of other people there also, and they're going to go confront a somebody that works at some kind of, and this isn't the article I read. I like to go to the thing I was looking at. I don't be trusting all this other bullshit. How do I go? That was retarded what I just did. Anyway, what I'm gonna do is I already know the story, whatever, but I'm gonna read y'all directly what it says in the Complex jump off. Shout out to Complex and shout out to FNRTIGG. I'm guessing whoever is attached to the story just didn't want people to know. It was like, we're not putting our name on this shit. Anyway, an associate of the late rapper Xxxtentacion has been arrested for the murder of former UCF football player, the local CBS affiliate reports. Once again, I'm going to read this part again. An associate of the late rapper Xxxtentacion has been arrested for the murder of a former UFC player, the local CBS affiliate reports. Tankhead 666, whose birth name is Linwood Walker III, was arrested on Monday for alleged connection to the shooting that claimed the life of Jose Tremaine Jose. I am not lying to you. The only reason why I pulled the story up was to show you that this dude name is Jose. Literally, that's the only reason why I pulled the thing up, because I could tell you the story myself. Now I'm just going to tell you the story. I just didn't think anybody was going to believe me on this dude's name. This is just crazy. Look, 27-year-old Jose. Wait. It says right there, claimed the life of Jose Tremaine Jose. The shooting took place near in Miami Ave. Okay, so basically there's a restaurant or whatever the case is. So there's somebody that work at the restaurant, a waiter or some shit. I don't know. So when the dude is leaving the restaurant, Jose Tremaine Jose and Tankhead, let me finish, Rick Porter. Jose Tremaine Jose and Tankhead, and some other people, because it was multiple people there. Some other people waited for the guy to come outside. When the guy came outside, they beat him up. After they beat him up, Tankhead shot dude. This is the story that there is. These are all allegedly. Allegedly. We don't know this for a fact. Jose's black. Shout out to Jose's black. He's probably Puerto Rican or Dominican. Either which way, he's black. Why would you say Jose is black? Anyway, I didn't say anything about anything. Anyway, so Tankhead ends up shooting the dude that came outside. They beat him up. Tankhead shot him. Well, after Tankhead shoots him, a gun that Jose had falls out. The victim of the beating and of getting shot by Tankhead gets the gun, shoots Jose. Jose dies. Tankhead bounces. The dude Tankhead shot doesn't die, so that's attempted murder. When Jose died, that was in the commission of a violent act that Tankhead was a part of. So therefore, Tankhead can also be charged with the murder, and this is how the law varies from state to state. But in Florida, this law exists, but it varies from state to state. So Tankhead, and I'm gonna assume along with anyone else that was there, can now be held accountable for the murder of Jose because it was in commission of another crime that was being committed, a violent act. So Tankhead is being charged with the murder of Jose. At least this is what's coming out, that he's going to be charged if he hasn't already. And he also is going to be charged with the attempted murder of the dude that they went to the place to do dirty in the first place. But he survived. I'm going to tell you the wild thing. This is, I don't know what to, I don't, okay, so we have this shit, right? Where rappers are not considered to be good rappers unless they're also violent, unless they're also misogynistic. I mean, I get it. Like, I get it to a point, because there's I could be wrong, but there's a large percentage of people that just like anything that is not good for them. I say that again. There's a large percentage of people that just like anything that is not good for them. So if it's a toxic relationship, they want it. If it's some bad money spending habits, they on top of it. If it's like bad food, they gotta have seconds. So there's just a large percentage of just people in general that gravitate or they purposely move to things that are not good for them. So with that being said, these rappers feel like they have to have an image often. I don't know why this was done on also, just so we can be clear. But just rappers, they feel like they need a certain image in order to be able to get to certain heights. And to be perfectly honest with you, I think a lot of people, I do not know this situation. I'm explaining this. This is a developing situation. I told you what I know on it. Then we can discuss a little bit more, but this is a developing situation. So my point is this. You have a lot of rappers and they're trying to reach the heights that Takashi 6ix9ine had reached. Takashi 6ix9ine, Shotty and Treyway figured out a way to take Toxic, shoot it up with steroids, and make the public want it. And I think a lot of these rappers out here now are trying to get into that lane. I don't want to call no rappers' names out because I don't want to. Personally, I don't care what lane you're trying to get into, myself. But I don't want to call any rappers out because I don't care, basically. But there are quite a few rappers that are trying to get into that lane. Kodak Black was trying to get into that lane. You see where he's at. As soon as Takashi got locked up, matter of fact, before Takashi got locked up, when Kodak Black was still locked up, he was busy still talking shit to Takashi, trying to get involved in all of that mess. I don't. Wait, hold on. Did Takashi ever beef with Kodak Black? I can't remember if Takashi ever beefed with Kodak Black. I think they had like a tiny something happened. Takashi responded. Kodak Black ain't want no smoke. I think there was something happened, maybe a tweet or something. Shout out to 210 Braveheart, salute, coming part of the BBN gang. Wasn't he part of the BBN? Your shit probably just died in you. They first of all, remember when Kodak Black said he would never do what Takashi did? Thank you, homie. The homie said, yeah, I think Kodak dissed him. Takashi said, no, not just in the song. Literally, he said he would never, he don't care if he he said, I ain't scared of jail. I'm not gonna tell when he talk about Takashi. When he talk about I'm not scared of jail. Y'all don't remember that? I know, I remember that. Anyway. Mandela effect. I don't know what to tell you. I remember that shit. You don't remember it, I don't know what to tell you. All I'm saying is that there was a tiny back and forth that they had. It was tiny. Anyway, Kodak tried to do the Takashi thing. He I don't know. Shout out to Braveheart with the $10 drop. Appreciate you. He says thank you. Thank you, my brother. So as far as that is concerned, with Tankhead, getting back to the Tankhead situation, imagine going to the spot with but just from an emotional standpoint, let's imagine this. You go to the spot with your people because y'all about to put work in on somebody, right? Y'all go to the spot, y'all put work in on it. For whatever the reason is, you end up shooting the dude, right? While you shoot the dude, next thing you know, now that makes sense. You know what probably happened? I'm going to tell y'all what probably happened. They were beating the guy up. They didn't go there to shoot him. They just went there to beat him up. So they go there to beat him up. While they beating him up, Jose gun fall out. Dude grab Jose gun. When dude grab Jose gun, Tankhead shoot him. Pop. But when Tankhead shoot him, he shoot dude. That's what happened. I'm telling y'all that's what happened because that don't make sense. Tankhead shot him, and then all of a sudden his gun popped out of nowhere, and then the guy picked the gun up and ended up shooting him, and then everybody just left. Nah, that's not what happened. I'm telling y'all, what I just said happened. That's probably what happened. Oh, they have video evidence. Did I leave that part out? I should have not left that part out. I should have led with that, huh? They have video evidence, by the way. They have the whole thing on video. I didn't see it, nothing like that. But they have the whole thing on video, by the way. Let's read a little bit more what it says right here real quick. It says, Tankhead, whose birth name is Linwood Walker, III, was arrested on Monday for his alleged connection to the shooting that claimed the life of Jose Tremaine Jose. The shooting took place near North Miami Ave at 2 p.m. local time on Friday outside a popular gastropub. What the hell is a gastropub? Hold on. Does anybody... Hold on. We gotta find out what a gastropub is. Can you just give me 1 second, y'all? I'm sorry about this. This shit, they making up all type of new stuff everywhere. This shit don't even make sense. Gastropub. What the hell is a gastropub? What is it? I don't want to know what is it? A gastropub is a hybrid pub, bar, and restaurant. It's a damn restaurant. What in the hell? This is a regular store. Why they gotta make up all of these weird ass names, yo? It's a regular damn store. It's a bar. What the fuck are you talking about? Pardon my language. It's a bar. What do you mean a gastro? Why do y'all do these things? Oh man, that just pissed me off. It's wasted my whole time. Anyway, when police arrived at the scene, they found 2 victims injured by gunshot wounds. 2 men were transported to a nearby hospital where 27-year-old Jose succumbed to his injuries. The other victim's identity has not been revealed, but he remains in critical condition. The motives of the shooting are unclear. After Friday's incident, an arrest warrant was issued for Walker. He was eventually apprehended in another state and returned to Miami-Dade County. Tankhead 666 is part of Xxxtentacion's members-only musical collective. He considered himself good friends with Xxxtentacion and was known as the rapper's enforcer. During an interview with Vlad TV in January, Tankhead spoke about his relationship with Xxxtentacion, claiming that he was willing to die for the rapper. I wouldn't say security because I wasn't getting paid to be security. Tankhead said of the clip, probably referring to his early days as X as a guardian. Yeah, that's probably what happened. He was beating the dude up. Rue Jones says, Frost, new rappers trying to act like Treyway and 6ix9ine. Hold on. And 6ix9ine, the police on them before it even started. People don't like people. That's why I'm telling you right now. I don't care if you one of the best rappers in the game. You cannot disrespect what Treyway, 6ix9ine, and the rest of them had did over that little small amount of time. Them guys did a lot. Like that was a small. People don't understand how smaller. That wasn't even 2 years. That wasn't even a year and a half. Can y'all think of any other rappers that had anything going on besides the beef between freaking the 2 beefs that broke out with Eminem and freaking YGK or whatever that guy's name is? And I don't know what that guy's name is. And with Drake and besides beefs, Takashi was the biggest thing. People were dropping albums that was getting ignored 2 and 3 days later because of Takashi. So y'all can say what y'all want. Takashi's gonna come out. Mark my words. One of two things is gonna happen. One of two things is gonna happen when Takashi comes out. This is all dependent on how they decide to introduce him back to the public, obviously. But one of two things is gonna happen. The first thing is that might happen is that people are just gonna not really pay that much attention to him. He's gonna get ostracized. You're gonna have people talk about how he's a snitch. He's not real. Get out the streets. This and this and that. He's a sucker. I think either way you're gonna hear those. You feel me? But that's one thing that can happen. The next thing that could happen is this. You see, this is the trick. I can't even say that part. But I can say this. Takashi can come out. And if they just do it right, like they don't have to press. Like that's what people don't understand. Like Takashi and his people, they don't gotta press. Because there's so many people that have talked so much shit about Takashi that he can literally be a sympathetic figure, period. Too many people. See, that's the thing. When you just got a lot of people just talking shit about somebody, everybody knows how it feels to have people lie on them. So people are going to want to hear what he has to say. All he has to do is get into a conversation or have an interview with somebody who, even if they're going to point out the shit that he did that was fucked up, ain't trying to kill him. Kill him. You understand what I'm saying? So yeah, so it's gonna kill him. You understand what I'm saying? Like, imagine this. Just take for a second. Just imagine this. 3 years from now, I'm somewhere else doing some other stuff, and all the Jack Frost hate stuff is still on the internet. But what happens is now the world knows more about me. Now the world knows more about my character. Now all that hate shit that people have been putting out about me, the world could obviously see that that shit is incorrect. That's gonna even help boost my shit even more. You understand what I'm saying? So what do you think is gonna happen when Takashi comes out and he gets in front of somebody who they don't need to necessarily be sympathetic to him? They just I had a conversation with somebody recently and I realized I've been giving out way too much free game. It wasn't online. I was having a personal conversation talking with somebody and I put them on to something and they couldn't recognize it. Somebody else that was around recognized it. And I laughed and shit. Anyway, neither here nor there. But I've been doing that a lot. So I'm trying not to give away free game because I realize that some people don't appreciate some of the things that I say that might be helpful. You know what I'm saying? So, try not to give out. But this is what I will say. It's gonna be hard to get somebody to interview him, right? That the public is gonna, because the first interview is gonna be the interview. I mean, whoever he interviews with is gonna get millions and millions of views, right? So let's just be honest. So the first interview is important. If he goes to the first interview and he goes in the first interview and he's bitter, that's gonna be bad for him. If he goes into the first interview and he's bitter, he talking about all the things people did to him, but he talking about it from a position of being bitter, it's gonna look bad. You understand what I'm saying? I think the last show he should go on. I think Vlad. I don't think Vlad is a good spot for him because of the situation that happened with the baby mama. What's up, Mr. Belcher? Yeah, but see, it's not about how well spoken he is. And personally, I think Takashi does interview really well. Takashi is probably one of the best interviewees I've seen as a rapper in a long time. He really good at being interviewed. Um, he probably practiced this type of shit in the mirror. Real talk. World famous says I just noticed I gotta update my membership. What up, Nope? Angie wouldn't be bad. Angie would be good. Angie would be good. I don't. I think Angie would be good. I think Angie Martinez would be good, and it's a female, so that'd be a good look. Um, the only drop off I could see about that is she just did that thing on Complex. So how close to his people want to stand next to that? She did the narration for the Complex Takashi jump off that just came out. So I guess it depends on how close his people want to stand next to that Takashi jump off they're doing on Complex. I need to start reviewing that for y'all. I absolutely think that it's the first person he needs to speak to. He needs to clear up what he's talking about with Shadi and his baby mama. I 100% agree with you. 100% agree with you. What up? What up? What up, D Jones? Um, see, I don't. We haven't seen the whole. We haven't seen the whole project yet, so we don't know how their project is gonna look. We're about to talk about the new car thing in 1 second, Rue Jones. I'm not trying to hold it off. See, that's the problem. Because if he go to academics, ain't nobody gonna believe it. And that might actually be more harmful to his image than helpful. You can't you trying to tell me look, Ack is dope. Okay, now okay, so hold on. I like giving people they respect and they props. Nah. Nah. We not doing that, nope. Proverbs, wisdom will save you also from the adulterous woman, from the wayward woman, and from her seductive words. Okay, belly wank. I have no idea why. I have no idea. I'm gonna have to kick you for your name, period. But thank you for dropping that line. You can't go to nobody's gonna believe it. No, academics is dope. I'm gonna tell you why academics is dope. I'm gonna tell you why academics is dope. I think a lot of people is dope, by the way. But academics really do help catapult artists. I don't think y'all see he really do help catapult artists. Um he can't he can I if he do a Takashi interview, it's just it's not gonna be an interview. Remember when Eminem did that interview with Shade? Yeah, all y'all dope. Remember when I just like saying positive shit to people. I ain't gonna lie to you. I like to big people up and I like to say positive shit to you. If you got an individual that I'm not saying positive stuff about, they really a fucked up person. Um yeah, so when well, Star's way better at his job than Ack is at his job, and that's a fact. Later, Belcher. So, wait, hold on. What was you talking about? So the reason why Act can't get it is because it's the same reason why Eminem, when Eminem did the remember when Eminem did the interview with Sway? Didn't nobody believe that shit. That shit did not look like an interview. That shit just looked like, nah, we're not doing that, the homie. We not doing that. Don't kick him. But we not doing that. Can we not do that? Breathe through him all the way out the door for talking shit about Star. I'm gonna leave you out there, homie. I'm gonna leave you out there, man. I don't know. The homie has been doing some pretty good comments, but he had some comments. Yes, could we all get a slow clap? Could we all get a slow clap? And some bags. What up, Cashroll? Yeah, but Act gonna ask the hard questions. I don't think Act to do favors like that. It doesn't matter if he goes on academics and academics asks him all the hardest questions that can ever be asked. Nobody's gonna buy it. I thought Angie Martinez is a good choice, to be honest with you. What's the plane for? Can we get bags, by the way? Sorry about that, the homie. Bree spoke. Can we get bags, by the way? He flew down the stairs and out his slides. All I know is, y'all couldn't see it, but he said some star hate and Bree hit him dead with his bags. Like, nah. You ain't talking shit about the Star Report over here, homie. Peace. Sorry about that, brother, but you did it, not me. He had a comment earlier, and a couple of days ago, he had a comment that I thought was borderline, but I just left him alone. Yeah, stars I got, it's a fact. Okay, so Focus Sports. I don't understand what you're saying here. Focus Sports says he can really only go to academics, Angie Martinez, or a major network. If he goes to a major network, they won't know the case well to interview him. He needs someone who really knows the case. First of all, he could easily go to Joe Budden's. I'm just gonna name some people real quick so people could so you can understand that there's a lot of people out there that do this. He could go on the Drink Champs. He could go on Joe Budden's. Maybe he want to go talk to Gilly. Okay? Like there's people he can go talk to. I think it would literally be in his best interest to go talk to somebody who has covered the case actually, because then the people who are watching him respond know that he's talking to somebody that knows what the fuck is going on in the case and could ask the appropriate questions so people can't run around in circles. No, Joe Budden. Joe Buddens don't even like talking to rappers, but that's not the point. I was just making the point that there's other people out there. That's all. He's going to Gayle King. He's going to Gayle King, so him and R. Kelly could do an interview together. Yo, check this out though. Y'all know R. Kelly is trying to get bail again. They might be giving R. Kelly bail, so watch out for that. Angie Martinez is everybody's big sister. Okay? We will accept zero Angie Martinez disrespect over here. Angie Martinez is everybody's big sister. All right? You think he's going to Good Morning? I should ask somebody. I could ask. I've already asked. I'm just gonna be quiet. But we can have the discussion. We could definitely have the discussion. We could definitely have the discussion. Shout out to their whole camp over there, though. Real talk. I'm talking about the Takashi camp. Shout out to the Takashi camp. Free the homies. It's kind of messed up. Everybody got caught up. I blame CIA Chris. I don't care what nobody say. I blame CIA Chris on all this bullshit. It was him. It was if CIA Chris don't bring the feds around, a lot of that shit that was happening don't happen. Because I think CIA Chris is actually one of the reasons why they was arguing with each other in the first place. You feel me? I think CIA Chris was one of the main reasons why all of them dudes was arguing in the first place. I pay attention. Like if somebody comes to me and try to get me to argue with somebody and then I don't do it, and then all of a sudden that person they was trying to get me to argue with is not arguing with me, I know why. You feel me? So no, he needs to interview. He got to interview. You can't not interview. Interview is part of rehabilitating your public image. You got to interview. Ack and Joe don't get along, not even more. Nope, that's not a real conversation. Ack would set himself up. I think 6ix9ine, Evil Eye says I think 6ix9ine should interview with Angie. They have really good chemistry at the last interview. I think 6ix9ine needs to interview. This is just my honest opinion. I think 6ix9ine needs to interview with somebody who's gonna not ignore the facts, but it also isn't gonna stop him from being able to tell his side of the story. You feel me? Because you ever seen somebody do an interview and somebody say something, but the person wanna challenge them, like they like I like let's say somebody interviewing me, but every time they say something to me and I start answering, they want to challenge me on every little tiny thing that I'm saying, so I can't get a word in edgewise. So now we're not having an interview, we're having an argument. So that's not what he needs. He definitely, in my opinion, he definitely does not need that. He needs somebody that knows enough so that when they're talking, the people that are paying attention, that's watching, know that the person that he's talking to know about the particular whatever, know enough about it to be able to have a dialogue with one another. Because at the end of the day, um, because at the end of the day, what's really what he's not having this. He's having see. This is the thing. This is just my opinion. This I could be wrong. He's gonna make money. Period. If he don't do no interview, if he do a million interviews, he's gonna make money because his fans ain't going nowhere. So he's not doing an interview for his fans. He's doing an interview for the people who are mad at him. He's doing this. This is who he needs to be doing an interview for. His fans ain't going nowhere. His fans ain't going nowhere. They riding with him now. He gained more fans after getting arrested and getting accused of freaking and actually snitching. He probably gained more fans. So they're not. You don't have to do an interview for those guys. Like, yeah, you're gonna do fan service to your fans, obviously, and you're gonna talk about a couple of things that you know your fans want to hear. Say a couple of things that you know your fans want to hear, but you're actually doing that interview because at the end of the day, you need to. Takashi needs to talk to the streets. Takashi needs to tell the streets what happened. This is a fact. Hey, what up, home team? You missed the no. Everybody got switched over, so now everybody has to re-add themselves. He said, "Where's my green?" Everybody got to re-add themselves. It's a new month. N-word. I don't want to say the N-word. Hey, shout out to Brooklyn Born with the $10 drop. Brooklyn Born look like he's coming to play. Brooklyn Born look like he's coming to play. Those aren't the Clint Eastwood eyes. I'm not sure which eyes those are. Hey, Brooklyn Born, why are they only female emojis up here for me to see? Oh, Valentine's Day. Okay, so I can't send you anything because Brooklyn Born's a dude, right? And I'm not sending him any of these damn emojis. Not a nail one of them. Brooklyn Braun is a dude. My guy, this is the only thanks you're gonna get. Thanks. That ain't happening. The fuck is wrong with Cash App? That is not happening. That's about the only thanks you're gonna get, my brother. I appreciate you. I'm not sending you no. I'm not giving you no kisses. I'm not sending you no flowers. Yeah, this is crazy, yo. What in the hell? What up, Brim? What up, Money? What up, Susan Bortsfordell? How you doing? What up, Greedy Paz? Wasn't Greedy Paz green at one time? World Famous says Takashi needs to come to the BBN network because that would be the most viewed interview. I'm gonna tell you right now, that would be a ridiculously viewed interview. I think that's the win. That is the whole win. Because anybody that has ever been on this channel before, no, that's the whole win. Yes, I'm gonna be fair. I'm always fair. That's the whole win. The whole win. If he come on the BBN network, we're gonna get BBN merch like this, right? But it's gonna be the rainbow and shit. It's gonna be what size the B on? There we go. Cause this shit's backwards to me. We're gonna get it's gonna be the rainbow and shit. We are not doing that. But I mean, that's his shit. Real quick. So somebody brought up Harvey Newt. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm assuming Ricky Ortiz is making a joke. It's funny I said something real quick. Alright, so alright, so see, this is okay, so I think I did a pretty good job. I ain't gonna lie, I was exhausted. See, this is the thing. Takashi could go do a fucking interview. Part of my language. Takashi could go do an interview right now with a guy that got 100 subs. That interview is gonna do 100 million views. I'm gonna say this again. Shout out to the Home Team Network. We cover the bag swinger. Takashi could go do an interview right now with a dude with 100 subs. That video will have 100 million views on it by the end of the week. What are you talking about? Oh man. Should he go to CNN? I don't know. First of all, just being a rapper, I would never go on CNN to interview about some shit I did, and I would never go on Fox to interview about some shit I did, and I would never go on MSNBC to interview about some shit I did, because those platforms are so political that what's gonna happen is they're gonna call you on there just so they could do something to you, like to use you to go up. You understand what I'm saying? So I wouldn't. So if I was involved in some mess, I wouldn't go on their platforms. But if they invited me on the platform to talk about somebody else BS, I'm like, woohoo! No matter where he goes, he's gonna get millions and millions. Takashi interview. What are you talking about? He's about to have the biggest in. Takashi's first interview is gonna probably be the biggest interview of whatever year it happens in. Let's just be clear of that. And you seen what I did with Snow Billy interview. You know what I could do with a Takashi interview. Did you see what I did to Snow Billy interview? You know what I would do to a Takashi interview? You know what I would do to a Takashi interview? You see what I did with Snow Billy? I said, look, I don't care what nobody think about Snow Billy. I don't care what nobody think about Snow Billy. That interview was dope. That interview was fucking dope. Okay, you see what I did with Snow? Nobody knew. Nobody knew Snow. The only people that knew Snow was the people who knew Snow. Nobody knew who Snow Billy was. See what I did with that interview? You know what I would do with Takashi? Dreams. Anyway, CIA Chris, and he is police, and you are not keeping up with the case. He has no sentencing. Relax and listen. Nuke is in here putting people up on game. That's a fact, though. I don't. That dude name is C. He got everybody. He got everybody lined up. I don't care what nobody say. Would I interview CIA Chris? I don't think that the interview would go well, but I would interview him, but it wouldn't go well. It'd have to be over the phone. Just be clear about that. That bitch better be. That bitch gonna have to be over the phone. Salute to him though. But I think that my questions, he wouldn't be able to answer my questions because I'm gonna ask him questions that's gonna get him messed up with his bosses. He wouldn't be able to answer my questions, so he got to go to someone. He can't interview with me. I'm asking questions that's gonna get the FBI mad at him. That's what I'm asking. I'm asking those questions because those are the questions that I'm gonna find interesting. And all the questions I'm gonna ask is gonna get him fucked up with his bosses. So he wouldn't interview with me anyway. He's gonna get fucked up. He gonna hear the first question and be like, "I'm out." I think that I think what he was trying to say, focus, is that even if he gets sentenced, it doesn't matter because he works for the police. So even if they say they're gonna give him 10 years, he's really gonna be on a beach somewhere or in another city doing a different operation. It doesn't matter how much time they say they're gonna get him. He's not gonna really ever see jail. I think that's the point that Free Nuke was trying to make. That's why I said he was putting you up on game. But it seems that you didn't recognize said game. So I laid it out quite flat for you, if you don't mind. I didn't necessarily see him be disrespectful, but I could see how you would be upset at what he said. With that being said, we're gonna keep moving on. Can we get some slow claps? Can we get some slow claps? Because I think I laid that down quite flat. Can we get some slow claps in the comment section? Slow claps, by the way, is a clap emoji with 3 dots, and then another clap emoji with 3 dots, and then another clap emoji. That's a slow clap. Oh, if you see that on anywhere else, we started that over here. That's our shit. BBN. Whole fact. That's the slow clap. Now go out to Twitter and on IG and spread it to the world. Yeah, we got to get some slow clap merch. That's right. Go spread it to the world. Now when y'all see that slow clap anywhere, y'all could in y'all heart y'all could be like, that's our shit. That's our shit. That's that BBN shit. That's our shit. That's our shit. We did that. It's a slow clap. You slow clap a motherfucker. It's sarcasm. Yes. I'm gonna tell you man, yada long story. Time out. So you went all the way back to 10:09 just so you could talk about that he said something disrespectful to you at 10:09 of the video, and right now we're at an hour and 21 minutes into the video. I don't know what's going on with you, Focus Sports. I'm not trying to laugh, right? But he said something to you at 10:09 in the video. Right now it's an hour and 22 minutes into the video, and you still upset over that shit? Please, Free Nuke, don't talk to him no more. It's 10 minutes ago. Oh my lord. Well, please stop arguing with homeboy. Let him be. Okay, just leave him be. Anyway. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Sometimes I just do and say shit that's just really funny to me. You just trying to hold the channel up. Stop. Focus. All right. It was funny. We're gonna keep it going. No, it was funny though. You gave me a good chuckle. I appreciate you. Don't go nowhere. We need more of you. No, we don't need more of you. We need you. And that's it. One finite number of just you. That's it. After you, no more. Just you. We don't need no more. That's it. Anyway, yeah, so I missed the drama court date. I was upset about that, but at the end of the day, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. It hurt seeing Focus is mad. He said, "Have a good night." Focus is mad. Focus is like, "Yo, get out of here." This dude, Free Luke, he talking shit to me for 10 whole minutes. Y'all slow clapping me. Nobody cares about my feelings. Have a good night. That's Focus right now. Come on, Focus. Really? It's like, oh man, BBN, Jack Frost, why you doing to me? Sorry, Focus. Don't worry about it. You ain't even get a timeout. How you leave and you mad and you ain't even get timed out? People be getting time. I can understand when people leave because we timed you out and you mad you got put on the timeout. You ain't even get put on the timeout. You just mad because you was arguing with some dude. Oh man, I don't know why. He probably just got to go to bed and go wake up in the morning. I'm just laughing about the shit. I have no idea. Yeah, he probably just got to go wake up in the morning and shit. I'm just making jokes and shit. That's all. Oh yeah, that's all. Lex BX at homie's cranky. All right, so let's get back to what we actually talking about. No story time today. Let's get back to what we actually talking about. I want to play this again for y'all, for everybody that missed it earlier.
compiled 4,020 all-purpose yards. Gale Eugene Sayers is an American former professional football player who earned acclaim both as a halfback and return specialist in the National Football League. In a brief but highly productive NFL career, Sayers spent 7 seasons with the Chicago Bears from 1965 to 1971. Though multiple injuries effectively limited him in 5 seasons of play, he was known for his elusiveness and agility and was regarded by his peers as one of the most difficult players to tackle. Nicknamed the Kansas Comet, Sayers played college football for the Kansas Jayhawk football team of the University of Kansas, where he compiled 4,020 all-purpose yards over 3 seasons and was twice recognized as a consensus All-American. In his rookie NFL season, he set a league record by scoring 22 touchdowns, including a record-tying 6 in one game, and gained 2,272 all-purpose yards en route to being named the NFL's Rookie of the Year. He continued his production through his first 5 seasons, earning 4 Pro Bowl appearances and 5 first-team All-Pro selections. A right knee injury forced Sayers to miss the final 5 games of the 1968 season, but he returned in 1969 to lead the NFL in rush yards and be named the NFL Comeback Player of the Year. An injury to his left knee in the 1970 preseason, as well as subsequent injuries, kept him sidelined for most of his final 2 seasons.
My fault when I played the video initially because I forgot to turn the volume up, but I was laughing when I put the video on, right? So shout out to Angie Pool for the 340 donation. She does 340 every time. I don't know why. I really want to know why. But even more importantly, she got hit with bags last week. So salute to Angie Pool, make a 2.0 come back. I think I hit you with bags last week. If I did, I'm not sorry. But I am very happy. I would blow a kiss, but I don't have lips like. Okay, so I'm gonna give you a rose. How you go, Angie? Give a rose, nice rose. So I think Angie Pool. So shout out to her, right? So that's what I was laughing about. I was like, what in the hell? Yeah, come back with a 2.0, Angie. I forgot why I kicked. Oh, I remember. If you the reason why, if you the one that was trying to start a women's revolt up in here. We had a female last week that tried to turn a regular conversation into a woman's revolt. I'm not sure if it was her or not. Shout out to the Home Team Network Live Sports Music Entertainment with the $2 drop. He says, I got 5 on the Angie Pool. Oh, you rounded out her $5. You rounded it out to $5. Salute. Salute. Let's do a real quick recap. All right, so real quick recap. Xxxtentacion's recapping right now. Xxxtentacion's friend Tankhead, who could have been in security at one point or another, it has been arrested for not just attempted murder, but also actual murder. He didn't actually kill the person. What is being said is that one individual was shot by him, and another person that he was with, that he came with, was also shot by the person that he shot. But in the state of Florida, with certain crimes, if somebody dies in the process of that crime that you all committed, you are held liable for that death, even if the person that dies is the person who came with you. So, that's kind of messed up. Imagine going somewhere, you get into some kind of situation with somebody, your friend end up dying, but since the government thinks you're the guilty party or you're at fault, you end up going to jail for the death of your best friend that somebody else that hurt. Anyway, basically what happened is they went to a restaurant or something like that. There was an individual inside that they had a problem with. That person came outside. Tankhead, a guy named Jose, and the people that they were with commenced to beating the dude. While they were beating the dude, at one point or another, the guy got shot and Jose got shot. We're gonna, I guess, see what happens to this. I mean, this looks pretty bad. Somebody actually died, and another one was an attempted murder on a different person. And guess what? In front of a camera. So they have the whole situation on camera. That's the story so far. We'll see exactly how true it is, but apparently they're supposed to have the whole situation on camera. Like, that's how these dudes is giving it up. Also, we do have some more Treyway stuff coming up. We have two of the gentlemen that's going to court this month. N.O.R.E and N.O.R.E is going to court this month. N.O.R.E is, I'm yawning, by the way. N.O.R.E is going on the 25th, I believe, and N.O.R.E is going to be on the 28th. What is that shit that y'all putting up there? Them letters. What is them letters? Oh, that's just emails. Okay, shout out to that. So that's all we got. Yeah, look, I really do appreciate y'all. A lot of people is hanging in there with me. I know it seems like a lot of videos that usually drop on this channel that I've been putting out previously are not coming out now. When I'm going through, I try to explain this a lot. When this particular channel was going through an evolution, when we're going through a point of growth, I'm here by myself. So that means that anything that I need to personally go learn in order to be able to get to the next stage, I have to go out there and learn myself. So we're just going through a growth stage. It's that time of the year, just like last year around, well, not this time of the year, last year, because we was too heavy into the case. But generally speaking, this channel, we go through a couple of weeks where it's extremely slow because I want to do more than what I'm doing. I want to do more than what I see on other channels. I want to do some of the stuff I see on other channels. I want to do a lot more than what I'm currently doing. But my ability isn't caught up to my imagination yet. So I have to become a little bit more capable at some of the things that I want to do, and then we'll be able to have it. With all of that being said, I appreciate everybody that stay around. I appreciate everybody that watches the videos and replay. I appreciate all of y'all. I really do. I'm gonna show you some really funny shit though, right? I don't really want to show nobody my numbers, but I'm gonna show y'all this. Can I show it here? basically views are actually up on the channel over the last 28 days by like 40 something percent. That's what I was gonna show, but I can't show it on my phone. I only can see it on the desktop app. So the point in which I was trying to make is the point in which I'm trying to make is it might seem like I'm doing a lot less work, but in reality, like my views are still all there. I don't know if it's just old videos. I don't know, but I'm just bear with me. We're coming back better than ever, as always. Um, yeah, look, I love you. I just want everybody to win. I don't. Once again, I'm not out here trying to tell people how to break the law, and I'm not out here trying to tell the law how to catch criminals or people they believe to be criminals. I just think that we all need all the information that we. I think we all need information. I think that the big problem is that people don't understand how important information is. They think they do. You understand what I'm saying? You ever told somebody gave somebody some good advice? You give them great advice. The advice is really good. But then when they do it, they fuck it up. And then instead of them realizing that they messed it up because they messed it up, they want to blame it on the actual advice that you gave to them because that's how life is. What's yours is yours and what mine's is mine's. And once you start thinking like that, you stop rushing. Maybe I should be more I should rush more, but I don't really rush that much. I think I do got to start rushing a little though. I mean, be honest with you. We still shooting a documentary, the Crip documentary. Still shooting it. That's the only thing that I actually shoot and I tell y'all about because it's kind of in the same lane of what we do on this channel because we talk a lot about urban culture. But I literally go do other stuff and I can't talk about it over here because they asked me not to because so we need to stop arguing with people on the internet. We need to stop because sometimes we are hurting ourselves and we're hurting like I'm like let's say somebody do something to try to hurt me. But yeah, you probably cause me problems, whatever, but you're also hurting anybody that I'm not gonna say depends, but you also hurting anybody that benefits from me being successful. So you're not just hurting me. You're hurting if there is anyone that could benefit, like has a channel of their own or a line of their own or something they own that's connected with the BBN. It's like you're also hurting their thing. That's why I keep trying to say people are evil. Because people do shit to try to hurt one person, but you're not just hurting that one person. You're really hurting like 10, 15, 20 people. And if we look at life like that, we'll treat people better just in general. I'm mad at you at this one moment right here, but this moment is going to pass. Unless one of us do something that can't be taken back, this moment is going to pass. And we're going to be able to move on and go on and do whatever we need to do and still be able to even be social. And I think that's how people need to start thinking. When I do you wrong, I'm not just affecting you. I'm affecting you. I'm affecting that person, that person, that person, that person, that person, that person, that person. It's like the concept of the butterfly dying around on the other side of the planet, in tornadoes or whatever the hell over here. It's the butterfly effect. You feel me? Anyway, so look, I love y'all. Please, if you got anybody still awake in your household, give them a hug. Tell them you love them. You don't never know. I was somewhere the other day, and I'm generally sometimes I'm just really not talkative. Like when I go places, sometimes I'm just really not talkative. I'm usually like one or the other, not for nothing. I either talk too much or I don't talk at all. I'm usually one or the other. Real talk. So just you don't never know. You don't never know what's going on with anybody else. You don't never know what personal problems somebody else might have. You don't never know. You don't never know. You understand what I'm saying? Um, I was somewhere the other day and somebody just I don't know. I don't know if it's just the lack of respect they have for me or the hubris that they have for themselves. But they were busy saying, like, telling somebody something about me that they believed to be the truth because of a grain of information they had about me, and what they were saying was like entirely incorrect. They said some weird shit about me like sleeping all day or some shit, and I'm busy thinking to myself like, God dang it, I wish I could, like, like, okay, so there's one day in particular every day out the week, every week there's one day. It's never the same day. It's rarely ever the same day week to week. But there's one day that I always take off that I say I can't do anything on this particular day because I gotta recharge. With the exception of that day, which I also work on. I don't. I wish I had time to sleep all day. That should be That should be whack. I'd get upset. Um, you got anybody still in your house? Please hug them. Tell them you love them. You don't never know what's going on tomorrow, man. You really don't. Also, remember, drink that water the first thing you do when you wake up in the morning. We want to get water up in our system. All right, we want to do that. I guess that's it. Oh, wait, hold on, not yet. We want to give our respects to the individuals that donated to the chat today. Definitely appreciate you guys. Shout out. Who was the first person that dropped? See, shout out to Home Team Network Live for the $2 drop. Shout out to Liberty Hazelton for the $2 drop. Definitely appreciate you guys. Shout out to Brooklyn Born with the $10 drop. And shout out to Angie Pool with the $3.40 drop. Angie, I hope you make another account. I'm gonna tell you. Please don't bring that trying to do women hating men and men hating women thing. We're not doing that over here. That's not what we're doing over here. Period. That is not what we're doing over here. We are not doing that. We want to be unified. We want to be together. We don't want to look at our differences and decide that that's why we should argue. We want to look at our differences and decide that's what make the other party as great as they are. It's our differences that make us great, not our similarities. With that being said, like, comment, subscribe. Join the notification gang. Hashtag Bronx Bombers. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. And that's all I got on this one. I'm out. Shout out to Brooklyn Born with the $10 drop. He says, thank you for your hard work. Definitely appreciate you, my brother. But I got a long way to go. I got a lot more work to put out. I think y'all guys are the best. And I need to start showing y'all some of the progress that I've made in private. Appreciate you. Enjoy your night.